Pimpish, Pimpington. I don't know what it is, man. Yet I know that we gotta rise above all the stagnation. Yet I don't know what it is. Put my name in the headlines, homage and graces is not gonna come. If validity is why you're on this dummy box, how they used to say back in the days. Oh yeah, because it's definitely upgraded to the idiot box times, whatever the idiot box slang title was decades ago. It's got worse. Yet you have to realize, like in the words of Pimpish, salute. Put yourself out there. You got to deal with the stuff that's out there. That's why he's not out here. Well, guess what? I get it. I understand it. And I respect it. Yet if I ain't out here, my name is bad out here. Yet when I pull up out here, the ones that saying my name ain't nowhere to be found. And it ain't that I'm looking for it. It's just that, why does everything happen out of my presence? Everything, y'all hear, people. I'm trying to figure, like, I don't go running around starting trouble. And I never was one to have the demons come back to cause the trouble with me. The YouTube frenzies start off with people that have their own issues. Yeah, you ask them, did they start anything? They'll be like, no. They'll say, yo, was what you put on tube necessary? They'll be like, justifiably so. Yet when people want to grow up, responsibility comes with everything. Your transition of growth to your time where you say you're grown. You have to deal with things accordingly. And the sloppiness on the TV, yes, I pay some responsibility. I can't say full, but I pay some responsibility. And my responsibility deed of omitting and omitting is I omit being a clown on here without justifiable cause. It's just that I had to come on here and defend my name. I take responsibility as cause I came on here knowing something, and I knew that I was sharing it out, causing a ripple effect. You know, nobody wants the truth, especially when you're the underdog. When you all the way in the nosebleed section, but your voice could be heard as soon as you be like, "Wah!" And they knew, yo, that sound like, yo, is that you, Pip? Yeah. This is what happened. So I play being responsible when I did the Pimp, the Mind, the GKB tidal wave. I mean, if I'm not wrong, my presence allowed that host over 800 subscribers to help him start moderation. He didn't have moderation until I got on here. So I'm just saying, I put myself out here. And while I put myself out here, I give myself an understanding today that, yo, being out here is going to cause that. Yet I'm not out here shooting at those that's shooting at me. Oh, it's a little list, and it's a, like, formidable list maybe, especially with them taking hold share of running the YouTube monetization section. Even with a lot of better subscribed people, they making pennies to coins to dollars. Ain't nobody in this YouTube street that we got, except for maybe others, making hundreds to thousands. And it's sad that it ain't even competition people is going for with the dollar. You got a lot of individuals on the news competing for validity or fan praise. And fan praise shows, yeah, you better than him. Oh, you're a senior and he's a junior. Oh, you're an elder and he's just a foot soldier. Oh, how about this? You're a man and they boys. Opinions is gonna come, and I get it. I understand now. When intelligence come on here, it's gonna be a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh, these is acts." When mature levels of helpfulness gets played on here, I notice those people need to be like, "Hello, do y'all see what I'm doing?" Instead of doing it. I'm not here for the publicity stunt. What I am is an individual trying to find a way. Now, I say that because my way isn't the greatest way. You know, honorable, trying to extend maybe a salute or two. You know, it's a rarity when it comes to that on these YouTube streets. Unless you're on a podcast panel. And since that's not here, trying to blog, yeah, people want to see the gangster. And the gangster that you can only see comes with indictment, incarceration, or death. Hospitalization, mending, healing, wounds, afflictions, all the things that's on a jail side. I mean, like, I get it. The voices that y'all hear on here, the majority are prisoners still. Now, I'm not going to say they're ex-cons and they have jail records. They're prisoners. They come in here like prison. I say things to possibly show them that I'm not going to fully rep for them, but I remember where I come from, and I will let the world know this the two things can have a reminder of where I come from. Because a lot of these people that get on here, they'll tell you jail, but guess what? You don't know how they lived in jail. You have people that live monthly with ramen noodle soup, but out here they're front like, yeah, you know, I'm from the bottom. Because they know how to take it better. The swipe game came, the help was broad with support. Or you could just be a person that just got it from the mud. Made a pie too, sold it off, and told them people they stupid for thinking that those is real meals and it was really pies of dirt. I don't want that to come back when it's already things that should come back from the 80s that you're blessed for not to come. So everybody every day has that in their skills. And I'm not different. I've done it. I did this with the fingers. You know, the breakdown, 3 come back, sometimes 4 if your, you know, limbo skills is up. But you have to understand something, people. Why so much testosterone testing the other's level, balance, or stance and have nothing to do with excelling after and during they do this? Content. Everybody has their justification on why they on the channel. I apologize again for my added on influence for those to get on here and disappoint the flag. Yet please get out of my comments saying that protocol and rules and laws and first generation. Let me tell y'all something, right? What was that, 9-3 to 9-5, and 9-6 was the boom year, that booming season? There was no internet. There was no social media. Guess what? All those rules you talk about, there's been over 10,000 people that love blue and yellow now. But the rules in the jail sense is no yellow, no blue, no dope, no coke, no crack, no homo. And then the people that was just straight health nuts was like, yo, why is weed on it? Before it became legal. Yet I used the example of the no blue, no yellow. And pardon me if y'all feel like me giving the old rule some of them out to the public. And I'm going to give another one. If that still feels offensive, I'm going to give one more just to show. Are y'all in prison? Or y'all out here trying to show you're no longer one from prison? One that should be back in prison? One that doesn't reward those by saying go to prison, those that don't come in here and say you're only going to prison, instead of saying if you keep doing that, around that, with that, that is going to put you in prison. Not just because some people is affiliated, or because you didn't have outlets, don't mean that that person, you know, when they say all you're going to do is end up in jail or a grave, that's not true. You could have had some and not have the other, and then not have some. You got individuals that's gang that never been to jail, nowhere near prison, and straight bona fide criminals. You have successful, privileged professionals to even be gang and not go to jail or yet have died. Yet, what I wanted to say is to a lot of you people, y'all want to inflict the past and say this social media, this outlet of letting people 20,000 miles away hear me at the same time I'm actually talking. Oh, y'all say it's what's displayed. Now, let me ask you something. If the internet was up, social media, when blood came to the east, don't you know that would have been implemented? It would have been broad, it would have been channeled, it would have been a whole lot of banging on wax like the old music channels did. They would have turned it on like Money Wars, like reality TV. You would have been on here banging your hoods, letting people know what's what. Yo, let the people know y'all better join this stupid, idiotic, but yeah, it would have happened. So since it didn't happen back then, and now that we got this, and now you got individuals on here that can talk to brothers in Texas, Missouri, I respect representatives on how you come on here is important. Yet, sloppy is better than a jail cell. Sloppy, meaning talk, is better than an indictment. Sloppy talk is better than side saying, oh, we see the problem, and then intervening. You know, in the street, back in the days, we bang, bang, boogie. The best wins. Now, you have violent interrupters. You know what I'm saying? It makes it good and easy when you get to point the example that benefits some people, but yet, you got to look at it in totality. The hardship is going to come, and no matter what, somebody is going to speak on it. It's just that how they speak on it and what they speak upon is the most important part. Saying that it's been displayed out there, yo, you're making us look like fools. How? Before it got on here, it was like 20,000 examples of you lemons doing foolish-ish. I'm not a preacher. I'm just tired of y'all coming at me, lying to yourself, looking for an answer to come from me, and then when you get it, you won't say thank you. Okay, I see how you say it. You will take that and then front over there like that's how you educate. I mean, like, some of y'all people are ignorant by default. That's what you do. It's what you was raised. It was who you was raised upon. Like your level of how they say attractive, being attracted to a dialogue, not saying, yo, I ain't with all that. I ain't politics. All right, but you got all these little sidebars to say when you do have room to say something. You get around the right person, you got a lot to say. But help, where it's at. We could point forever, right? Look, deserted. That's where the help is now. But let right now millions be on the table. Let everybody be doing great. You know what? It'd be graves now because a lot of them people are compete. They ain't had nothing last week. They got it all now with everybody around them. They'll find out, nah, he don't need that. Let me get some of that. I'll be even better. Oh, shit, I done spent so much and now he got, let me slide up on something. Yo, remember back when, and you know what I'm saying? You got all these type of people that claim being leaders. I'm not no leader. I'm just front line. I'm high standing while y'all consider it low. Why? Why is it low? because I'm not rewarded by the man of the decades of these people? Why? Because this cat ain't give me the, yo, that's a bona fide person. Some people can't even give good merits to other individuals. Just ain't in their nature. Some people need to act like they that, and they ain't that. Some people think they can just disappear for decades and come back and not just claim what they was, not just present who you know of. They believe that their responses are supposed to come like decades ago. And that could be at anybody and anyone, because I'm not here for name and blame. I'm just saying that y'all don't even want to earn your presence right now. You believe your name is better than your presence. You believe because you did things with others, you can just easily make this person feel like following you. That's why a lot of y'all individuals is no longer in the place y'all did the most dirt in, because you didn't make up in your town. You made it through. And if that's what we're going to keep doing, I apologize for being different from y'all, because I'm not trying to make up with nothing from my past that's hard. I'm showing y'all I'm making up by surviving, no longer showing you I'm what I was. I'm not giving you no problems. So when I get them, of course I want to entertain them. And if we can have it to a point here and it don't go farther, it'll be a plus. But you know what? People want to show on this camera how gangster that they want to be, or what the people supposed to see them as being. They want to fulfill some of the jail exploits in the real world. They don't want to even give you false threats. But if the feds get that, or the states, they get that along with the people who want to say, I think this person threatening me. You will call it a threatened act of snitching from this individual, yet you don't even know the individual said anything about you, yet you'll be in that predicament. You'll say, well, how they find out? Like, your line ain't hot. Even though you're right, the person did tell on you. And then guess what? Since you so shortcoming believing that should have happened, because you now all of a sudden saying the rules are supposed to be like this, you will end up being the same way that motherfucker did when your lights out. So if you just stop coming on here proposing all the negativity, maybe that shit can help the next man not do some negative-ish. Like you talk about a person and your friend go hang with the person to show you like, nah, we ain't doing that on my time, or his time, or her time. Instead of y'all vampire, the vampire collection be all inside, in dark, in captive, and then they plot on how to make it in the time when everybody else that's opposing figure is resting. You got individuals that wait for certain things that happen and certain people to be in position to try their best to align with them. When the best people in your normal life is here for you. While all these headlining people, these vloggers, these rappers that take you out of your desolated neighborhoods, while all these people you make valuable to you or honorary to, they don't even care about how your temperature was or your blood pressure was last week, let alone care about your struggles or your success, because they're in the now competing with that same person, yet the loved ones in them people corner, they fade to black. They fall back just because that's how the influence is of the company. You know how they say you got to be with your day ones? All the day ones ain't one. They not even 100 top. You see? Yeah, it's something that I have a lot of people trying to emulate. Just like intelligence, knowledgeable individuals, historians, founders, leaders, family men. Y'all don't gotta stay woke. Y'all just gotta wake up daily so y'all won't be lost. Holla at y'all later. Pimpish!